Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Time again for the knife of the day. The knife of the day today is the Spyderco Civilian. We're going to start with the original Spyderco Civilian, which of course is discontinued, and we'll continue to talk about the current day Civilian as well. The Spyderco Civilian is the knife of the day. Now, Sal Glasser called the Spyderco Civilian in late 1980s, early 1990s, simply a weapon. You know, Spyderco had been developing all these knives to be used in EDC kind of manners. You know, for common tasks, cutting rope and that kind of thing. But in the late 1980s, they started looking at knives that could be used by law enforcement and, as the name of this knife describes, civilians. This was created just as a tactical knife, nothing else, for self-defense. And a lot of experts in self-defense called it one of the finest self-defense knives on the market. Now, this knife won the Blade Magazine Most Innovative Design Award in 1992. Both the reverse S shape and this handle, designed so you wouldn't lose the knife in a fight. See how it curls up around your hand? It kind of snuggles into your hand. They're both patented. The patents are both owned, of course, by Spyderco. The reverse S has 3 areas for cutting. The belly, of course, inside of that reverse S, and of course that tip. And let me tell you about the tip. The tip is there again. It's a defensive tactical knife. It's there for piercing flesh, plain and simple. Nowadays, if you buy a civilian, what you'll get inside of the pouch that it comes in is a written notice from Spyderco that says this is not an EDC knife. It is not an everyday carry knife. If you use it as EDC, that tip might come off. Again, this is a weapon, a tactical knife. It is super sharp. It has that spidey edge, that serrated edge that is unbelievable. So sometimes when I show my hawkbill blades, and there is a video of all my hawkbill blades under the Spyderco Palooza playlist, I get a lot of reactions. Or if I show a picture on Instagram, a lot of people saying, "Oh, I hate hawkbill knives. Oh, I hate this." And I get it. The truth of the matter is, any knife can be a tactical knife if you know how to use it. This knife was put together so even if you don't know how to use it, it could do a lot of damage. So let's talk about the original civilian, and then we'll top it off with the current day civilian. This is the original civilian. It has an aluminum handle, and it's treated with something called Tufram, Tufram. It's a coating. That's what makes it gray. It kind of helps with nicks and that kind of thing. I was lucky enough to get find a good representation of this discontinued knife. A little bit of the rubber is gone on the clip. These do come up every now and then on the secondary market. Again, this has been discontinued for quite some time. Now, this big patch, this big patch inlaid on the front of the handle is called Kraton, Kraton. It's rubber, and Sal Glasser, the founder of Spyderco, has said they put it there first for grip. It's really nice and grippy, the rubber is. They also put it on the clip on the outside and unfortunately on the inside. It didn't take long for people to complain that it inside the clip with rubber made it hard to take out of the pocket quickly, and especially for a knife like this, it need to do that. So they started replacing that with the regular Spyderco clip. But he wanted it on the outside too, so it would be grippy. One thing in a defensive, I'm not a defensive fighter. I have not stabbed anyone except myself with knives. But I do carry a civilian when I think I'm in a dicey situation. So that's Crichton. You know, a lot of Sal, I love Sal because a lot of his descriptions of this knife originally, you know, he doesn't mince words. It wasn't a PC world. He wanted it for gripping. Even when there was a lot of blood on the handle, you could still grip it. With the back lock, of course, a back lock is a very strong lock. The original has one position for the clip, and that's tipped down. So the clip became problems with both, you know, really just trying to remove it from the pocket. But this is the original civilian. For both of the civilians, of course, the more recent and the next variation out of the original brought in the G10. So you got the grippiness. They took off some of, this is kind of rounded, kind of a 3D handle. It fits great in your hand, but they wanted it a little thinner and sleeker, so it is thinner or sleeker. Of course, with G10, they have the stainless liners. They have a very strong backlock with the buoy dent so that you don't accidentally release the lock. They went from G2 steel, early steel, to Generation 2 steel, to VG10 steel. Both of these, of course, 4.1 inch blades with that wonderful Spidey edge and the reverse S. About 3.75 inches of useful space. Useful edge. 4.7 ounces, just under 5 ounces to carry, but man, it's so well balanced, you don't really feel it. And overall, this is a 9.2 inch knife. It's a biggie. But again, it is created in order to do the maximum amount of damage as quick as possible. It is not an EDC knife, and Spyderco states that up front because of these tips. They come really pointy. These are very sharp knives. Even this original edge, both of these have the original edge, and boy, are they sharp. Because I don't use it except for defensive, and knock wood, I haven't had a reason to use it. This is one of the knives that are always on my table or next to the door, next to the bed. That, my friends, is the knife of the day. It's the Spyderco Civilian. This is the original. Yeah. With aluminum and that rubber insert, the Crichton insert. G2 steel, of course. Now this is the current one. The current one of the Civilian is with black G10. 4.1 inch blade. Oh, that reverse S. I'm trying to compare it with the police on the top and the military on the bottom so you can see just how long this is. 9.2 inches overall. It's a weapon. I like my hawkbill blades. You'll see a lot of them on the knives of the day. We're making our way through the Spydercos first with the knives of the day. And then we'll go through my complete collection. If you like the knives of the day, thumb it up. Show your appreciation. The thumb ups are for me. Okay? No other reason but for me to know that I should keep going. So please just hit that. It takes a second. Thumb it up. Also share. Let people know that this crazy guy is doing this knife of the day thing every single day. Subscribe. We're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. And of course, turn on your notifications because I'm still buying knives. I just can't stop myself. So we'll do first impression knives as well. I think I'll also do some special knives like comparing certain knives and that sort of thing. So a lot of videos coming your way. If you missed any of the knife of the day videos, we have a long playlist. Man, it's over 35 knives already. We have a lot more to go. Also later today, we're going to do the pocket dump deconstruction, the other daily video that I've been doing for over a year. You guys, thank you very much for watching these videos. I hope you're enjoying them. You have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Oh, it makes you happy. Goodbye.